Why does singer have slash ing slash and a longer have slash ing slash? The word singer is pronounced as slash sing dot a slash having slash ing slash and not slash ing slash in standard Englishes. On the other hand, the word longer is pronounced as slash ella slash having slash ing slash and not just slash ing slash in standard Englishes. Longer is derived from long, which only has slash ing slash. There are some other words as well, like younger, youngest, and the superlative form of long, longest equals slash ing slash. And those which have only slash ing slash, ringer, hanger, banger. I read this answer, English, pronounced as slash l slash inglish, closed, and it suggests. Word internal, ing, mostly remained, as in finger, anger, but in originally word final ing, that becomes word internal only as the result of the addition of certain suffixes is pronounced, ing, e.g. singing, singer, that ing in English is not word final, and English is not a suffix here, so it isn't expected to be pronounced, ing, according to the pronunciation patterns of the most commonly described dialects. The a is a suffix in both longer and if singer, but they are pronounced differently. Why is singer not pronounced as slash s a slash or longer as slash ella slash? Is longer an exception to this rule or there is a specific reason?
Singer and longer both end in the letters but they don't end in the same suffix. Singer ends in the a suffix that forms agent nouns, while longer ends in the a suffix that forms comparative adjectives. This is the reason why I included the word certain in the addition of certain suffixes. Words ending in the comparative suffix or the superlative suffix is could be said to be an exception as a class to the general pattern of suffixes not altering the pronunciation of. But there are very few words with the relevant sequence ing plus comparative since there aren't many monosyllabic adjectives ending in. In fact, there are only 3 adjectives that have inflected forms with g, younger, youngest, stronger, strongest, longer, longest, all common. The adjective wrong, also common, has what I think are uncommon inflected forms that are pronounced according to dictionaries and my own intuition with wronger, wrongest. So it's arguable whether there is a regular exception for the category of comparative and superlative forms, or it's just a matter of these specific 3 adjectives having special comparative and superlative forms. The same distribution of and g in adjective forms is described and prescribed by John Walker in his Critical Pronouncing Dictionary, 1803, so it seems to have been around in its usual modern form for at least a couple of centuries. But Walker also mentions variation in his time, saying that in Ireland comparative adjective forms like longer are generally pronounced with rather than g, lxxi. In informal off-the-cuff formations, you can sometimes find comparatives or superlatives formed from words of 2 or more syllables ending in ing, which I believe like wronger, wrongest would not be pronounced with g, but with things like charmingest and boringer.
When you know that the agent noun one that longs, longer, is pronounced without a slash g slash slash l dot slash Longman Pronunciation Dictionary, RP, this might be explained cursorily by referring to the fickleness of usage.
My daughter who attended the British School of Paris was reprimanded for saying singing with a soft G sound, her teacher insisting on sinning ing. Fortunately my daughter had the presence of mind to respond that in singing in the rain, they got it wrong.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.